Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. We've arrived along Orange Blossom Trail at Camping World Stadium here in beautiful Orlando, Florida. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Razorbacks' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he hauls it in and everybody's on the edge. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Grabbed by the kicking team. Touchdown, Arkansas! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will have the ball first. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time.
Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
And the Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. Gets away from one, finds some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Here's a heat. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell, he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
And the point after is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Arkansas's offense will go to work for the first time today. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David Herschel, Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly touted. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about him. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get a fresh set it down, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Razorbacks racing to the line in a hurry-up. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Out of the gun, the inside give. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Makes the catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking to throw on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Touchdown, Razorbacks! A great catch and run for 6.
You cannot say enough about this quarterback's toughness on that one. Staring downfield, knowing he's going to get absolutely blasted by the defender, and still somehow able to deliver an accurate throw way down the field. It just does not get any better than that from the quarterback position.
He'll bring it out. It's Rooks. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it's...
There he goes! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
From the gun, running back on the move. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Caught over the middle. It's Rooks. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
He's got it. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver. Shooting that out route.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the boot, looking for his man. It's on target and complete. They'll down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in two gaps. And it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets excited because that guy doesn't get many of those.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Out of the gun to give to the back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the handoff. Turning it on! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era, just guys that toted the rock with some physicality, just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
using his legs, it's Wolf. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle, it's complete. Got room at the 35. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
We always talk about Yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back, though, trying to get that offensive spear flaming. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Leaves it with the running back. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Got a man. It's Rooks. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical.
Touchdown, Florida State! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. NC State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Raleigh. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking for space. It's Wolf. Picks up the first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Makes the grab. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. It's complete to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Got his man quickly. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And they've gotten a superb performance from their senior quarterback. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders. And best of all, they've protected the football. Just let him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And the Razorbacks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Using the quick game. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far.
The Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Looking for room. It's Wolf.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's got room. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass. We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Rush is on him. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it has gone final between Michigan and Notre Dame, and here's how it went down. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard-hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Noles come to the line in the hurry-up.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. They're working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So that penalty's going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. swapping ends of the field. They gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The offense set for a first down play. They're going back to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Fires to the big fella. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Working the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, no! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, the ground game. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got his man. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed in the middle, it's Peters. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. The Razorbacks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Touch pass on the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job. Playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the 3rd down.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. Absolutely perfect. And now they take the